For those of you who are new to my channel, I hope you stay well because today we are going to be talking about the Midori paper notebooks. So I got these from Amazon and I got them after watching Little Raven Ink on YouTube. She posted a video recently after not posting for a while, and as many of us were very excited to see it, she talked about how she's using a Midori cotton notebook, and I did not know that they made cotton notebooks. I had my first experience with Midori was with a non-cotton notebook, and I honestly didn't like it, so I ordered these because I wanted to try out the different sizes. This is the A5 size, and this is the pocket size. And for some reason I thought this would be a B6 slim size, but it's not. Here is an example of my Hobonichi Techo, and in comparison it seems like it would fit in the A6 pretty well. If I compare this to a A6 Stylogy notebook, it is pretty identical in size. So I guess I would consider this an A6, but I bought both of these on Amazon. This one is called the pocket size. It is the cotton Midori, and it is a non-ruled, same as the A5 size. So A5 in comparison, let's get my A5 Hobonichi Techo, which is this guy. And let's see. The inside, it seems like, yep, perfect match. So it is an A5, similar to an A5 Hobonichi cousin. And so not only do I want to verify the sizes, which are pretty accurate to other A5 and A6 sizes, but I also want to look at the quality of the paper. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I like to use a lot of mixed media. I like to use watercolor, distress stains, Tombow pens, and and a lot of other assortments of things. So I wanted to test out the paper, and when I was watching Little Raven Ink's video, she said that the paper is similar to a Midori 003 notebook, traveler's notebook. So I have that here to also test side by side. So first I'm going to open these two up. Okay, so it looks like you get the little sleeve here with some stickers to label on your notebook. Same with the A5. I'm going to set those aside. And from the look of it, it looks like this notebook has a cover on it, which is almost feels like smooth wax paper. You can hear it too. So I guess you can keep that on. I don't know if it's really going to protect your notebook. It easily slips off. I'm going to remove it. Actually, I'm thinking you could probably glue this onto your notebook if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to be doing all the testing in this size just because it's kind of hard to fit the A5 into my screen here. So to make it easier to see, I'm going to compare everything to the smaller size. To verify you have the right notebook, it's going to say Indie Cotton. And so as I'm going through, it does lie flat, which is a nice feature. Always a nice feature. It does have a bookmark, which was attached. Oh, it has, yep, it has one bookmark. And that's long enough to add a charm on it if you want to. And it is a pretty sturdy cover. It does feel just like thick cardstock paper. Not entirely like the Hobonichi Techo, but it is pretty sturdy. Now the first test I want to do is a test with my fountain pen. And I'm going to do it in the back with my Pilot Metropolitan, and this is in the orange color, and I am using a medium nib. Let's see if there's any bleed through. No bleed through, just a little bit of shadowing. Which is the same with the 003, just a little bit of shadowing. Now when I compare the paper, they feel the same. This one, the Midori, is a little bit thinner than the Traveler's Notebook 003 paper, but their smoothness is just about the same. And also, you could tell there's a difference in the color between the Midori and the Traveler's Notebook paper. The Traveler's Notebook paper is a little bit more white, whereas the Midori Notebook paper is cream. Now let's test with distress stains. I'm using the peacock feathers from Tim Holtz. I'm going to clip this back so it's easier to see. It looks like this color is a little bit more vibrant on the paper than here, and I don't know if that's because I didn't put enough ink. Now if I turn it around, there's like no bleed through, which is great because I did put a lot of ink on the paper. And same with the Midori. You can just see a little bit of shadowing. Next, I'm going to use my Ecoline brush pen, because you know I like to use those. And this is in the magenta color. Alright, so you can see I did lay a lot of color on here, and if I flip it over, no bleed through whatsoever. Now if I do the same with the Traveler's Notebook paper, no bleed through, just shadowing. So these papers are holding up pretty well to different types of media. Let's try watercolor. I have my Jane Davenport Bright palette from her first release in here. It's kind of messy. Don't mind the mess. And I'm going to take a number 8 flat brush. Let's see. Let's try to pick a bright color. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? I just love her bright colors. So we turn that around. Still no bleeding. Turn this around, no bleeding. Good. And let's try with the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, the big brush. This is in the Permanent Carmine color, 126. Now the Pitt Artist Pen brushes are permanent ink, permanent India ink, and still no bleed through. Wow, this is cool. I'm excited. And I'm going to use the ROTRING TIKKY Graphic pigmented ink. Looks like this. Okay. Ooh, and again, no bleed through, just shadowing. One more test, and that is this guy. I'm going to use the carbon ink in black, obviously. Isn't this bottle cute? It's just so cute. Okay, let's be careful and not get this everywhere. You guys, this is permanent black ink that you can use in your fountain pens. And I was a little bit nervous to use the ink in my fountain pens just because I was worried it would clog it up, but it really doesn't. It actually works really nice and smooth. So I'm gonna just use a I'm sorry. I'm going to use a watercolor brush. No bleed through. Just shadowing. And no bleed through, just shadowing. Cool. So the reason for this test was because you know that I love my Traveler's Notebooks, but I'm currently on the folio kick, and I've been looking for non-lined, really good quality paper to draw with and also document my days, but mainly to draw with that I can actually photocopy and use it in my Etsy shop for stickers. And so that's what I really wanted to find, some good quality paper also that would hold tip ins, and this paper is pretty thick. I know And as you know, if you've seen my other videos on Traveler's Notebooks, the Traveler's Notebook Company 003 notebook does hold tip-ins really well, even though the paper is thin. And I'm sure this would be able to hold tip-ins well, also by Little Raven Ink's account as well. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a notebook that will hold different media and that you can put in a folio, the Midori Cotton Notebook is the way to go. It takes the ink really nicely, and I think you guys would really like it. So I will put all the links down below, and for those of you who like this video, make sure to hit the like button.